Hi friends, it's Meg Mullin with Coldwell Banker, and today I want to tell you about a few of my favorite outdoor recreational spots in the best towns in the best Jersey burbs. We all know that one of the reasons people move to this area and to the suburbs in general is because they want access to more green space, fresh air, and outdoor recreational opportunities. So today, I'm going to tell you about a few of my favorite spots. Let's start with my favorite park of all, LOANTAKA. LOANTAKA Brook Reservation is a general purpose park, that's what the Morris County website calls it, comprised of 883 acres with 9.9 miles of trails. It's so big, it actually stretches through several towns. It's actually a linear greenway through a lush, flat terrain park, and it's perfect for biking, jogging, hiking, horseback riding, cross-country skiing, and much more. One of the things that makes this park so cool is that there are 4 distinct areas that include Seton Hackney Stables, the South Street area, the Kitchell Pond area, and LOANTAKA Way, with an area of the park being dedicated as the Helen Hartley Jenkins Woods. Can you imagine getting a whole batch of trees named after you? Another one of my favorite spots is the Great Swamp. Trust me, it's nicer than it sounds. The Great Swamp National Wildlife Refuge is located only 26 miles west of New York City's Times Square. It's a 12 square mile natural oasis in an area that is mostly suburban, making the refuge an outstanding area for migrating waterfowl to stop, rest, and feed on their migration. Points of interest include the Helen Fenske Visitor Center, the Wildlife Observation Center, the Overlook Parking Area, and other 8 miles of trails in the wilderness area. Anytime you visit the Great Swamp, you're sure to see tons of large birds, frogs, and other wildlife like turtles and fish, plus all sorts of lush foliage. And then we have Jockey Hollow. Jockey Hollow is a 1,200-acre area of the Morristown National Historic Park. It includes a 3-mile tour road, 25 miles of hiking trails, a visitor center, an 18th century farmhouse, and several reconstructed soldier huts. Tours, special events, and reenactments are scheduled often. Standard hours are 10 to 5, but changes are always possible due to seasonality and other events. If you're a history buff, you might already know that this park is actually nationally significant as the site of the 1779 through 80 Continental Army under General George Washington. The historic landscapes, structures, objects, and archaeological and national resources at Morristown are tangible links to one of the most defining events in our nation's history. Finally, if you're in the New Jersey suburbs, make sure to check out the South Mountain Reservation. The South Mountain Reservation covers 2,112 acres in the central section of Essex County, extending through West Orange, Maplewood, and Milburn. The presence of the early Lenape Indians lingers in the name given to the Watchung, the high hills. The reservation has changed only slightly through the years. It's been preserved primarily in its wild state. Woodlands abound in a variety of hardwood trees, and tall hemlocks tower above streams, creeks, and ponds. The west branch of the Rahway River flows through the valley. A reservoir and watershed owned by the city of Orange lies in the northern tract. The South Mountain Recreation Complex lies within its boundaries. The vistas of New York, Elizabeth, Union, Staten Island, and Newark can be viewed from the eastern ridge, 550 feet above the community of Milburn. Deep in the woods, a 25-foot waterfall at Hemlock Falls is a dramatic feature. If you're headed to South Mountain Reservation, make sure to check out the ferry trail. You'll be glad you did. If you have any questions about any of the towns surrounding these amazing parks or living in the best Jersey burbs, please feel free to reach out to me via social media, by email, or by voice or text message at 973-845-8375. This is Meg Mullin with Coldwell Banker, and thank you again for watching. Have a great day.